Welcome to another Truth Telling Tuesday, the place to be to open your heart, tell the truth, and change the world. I'm Tanya Lynn, the author of Open Your Heart, How to Be a New Generation Feminine Leader, and the founder of Tribal Truth and Sistership Circle. In today's video, I want to talk about the power of apology. Let me share with you a little story. My partner and I got in a little tiff the other morning. And really, it was me yelling at him because the trash hadn't been taken out and we can hear the garbage man outside. And then, this is his chore, and then I have other chores. And so I just got really, really worked up and triggered, and why is he doing this? And why is he disrespecting me? And he's not listening to me. And I took it really, really personal. And I raced off to the gym. I was really upset, and I was like, wow, I'm still holding on to this. I'm really good at letting things go, but there's something there that just keeps triggering me. So I sent him a text and I said, here's my request, and I really want an apology. So I get home and he's like, babe, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm apologizing for, but I am sorry. And it softened me immediately. Why? Because even though he didn't know what he was apologizing for, it opened up a dialogue for us to now explore and see what was going on. And he said, the next thing he said to me was really powerful. He said, that relationship coach that you love? I said, yes, Alison Armstrong. He's like, remember that partnership CD that we were listening to? And she talked about taking out the trash and how you were laughing your ass off at it? And I said, no, remind me. He said, she used the exact example of a woman who was yelling at her husband for not taking out the trash, and how she was taking it so personal of, he doesn't respect me and he doesn't love me and all these things, when in reality, he just didn't take out the trash. It means nothing about you. So I'm sorry, and I really think that you should apologize as well for yelling at me and waking me up by yelling at me, which really didn't feel good. And it was just really powerful for us to both own where we were responsible and for us to both make an apology to each other. And really what I got here is it wasn't necessarily about me getting the apology from him and being indignant and righteous about getting the apology from him, but it was about us both surrendering and both letting go and both acknowledging our responsibility. And I see this so much where we are wanting to be the one who is the victim and the one who receives the apology first. You see this with countries. You see this with Israel and Palestine, two different tribes that are at war because neither one wants to be the first one to surrender and to apologize. You see this in people who get mad in a relationship and they're waiting for the other person to apologize. Or even in families. We had a family feud in my family for 15 years. My grandmother didn't even remember why she was mad at that side of the family, because people were not willing to apologize first. What would happen if we forgave? What would happen if we forgave ourselves, took responsibility for our end, apologized, and created a space for something new, for that person to then apologize as well? And that's what my partner did. That was so powerful. He did apologize first. And he made a cute little joke about it, but it actually opened up the space for then me to apologize. So I want to leave you with, what would it look like for you to admit that maybe you weren't completely right? Maybe there's a part of you that still is right, but what if there is no right or wrong? And I'd love to hear from you. Have you apologized first and had a really good experience from it? Or has someone apologized to you and it really softened you? What is the power of apology to you? Love to hear from you, and then we'll see you next week.